Hello and welcome back, guys, to another Sunday edition of Building My Dream Home in Jamaica. In this edition, we'll be covering the cost of building her home in Jamaica, which mostly directed to the labor cost. As you guys know that the labor cost, depending on your parish, will change, and we'll be covering some estimated what it would take to build a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, family room, eating kitchen, and a veranda house. So these again are just estimated costs to give you a guideline of what it would take to get a home started. And this cost that we're going to be giving you the breakdown for does not include any finishings. Okay, so let's get started. So for this type of house, you're looking at approximately 3,000 blocks, 6 ton of steel, which is including your 1/2 inch and your 5/8, so at least 5 ton of your 1/2 inch and at least a ton of your 5/8. You're looking at 600 bag of cement, and you're looking at about 50 sheet of ply if you're going to be decking everything at once. If not, you can buy your plies a little bit less, such as probably about I would say about 30 sheets of ply instead of the 50 sheet of ply, because you're going to have to cut some up to make your column boxing and for your belting and your lintel. So you're going to have to cut up some of your ply. So anywhere from 30 to 50 sheet of ply you would need. You need at least 4 to 5 load of sand, at least 4 loads of stone. You would need about 50 pieces of lumber, which is your 2x4x16 and your 1x3x16. You're also going to be needing wire nail and concrete nail, which is your 2-inch and your 2.5-inch. You're also going to be needing quarter wire, and some people do use their quarter wire for their stirrups. Some people prefer to use their 3/8 steels. So again, whichever way you go, that's up to you. And you'll be needing your binding wire. So with that into consideration, that's some of the material that you will need, or the majority of the material that you would need to get your home out of the ground. So once your foundation is you're finished digging out your foundation, to get your house started and up and blocked up and decked, those are the materials that you will need to get that going. So now let's talk about labor costs, because labor costs is, I always just double whatever I spend on material. That is just my way of budgeting. So if I normally spend $3,000 on material, I always just budget $3,000 for labor. Again, it's not always going to be the case. Most of the time it will be lower, but that's my way of making sure I'm never short. So we're going to cover some of the material costs that you're going to have to face, such as your foundation, your columns, your lintel, the cost to set up the decking, the price to cast the decking, to put up your blocks, your stirrup costs, and your steel costs. So those are some of the costs that you're going to encounter again for this first stage of the house. And again, for the shell part, I call it the shell of the house. So those are some of the labor costs that you're going to incur as you go along. Okay, so for the line out of the foundation, it's going to cost you $49,320. For the digging cast, it's going to cost you $219,200. For the columns, will cost you $121,600. For the lintels, it will cost you $50,400. For the belting, it will cost you $219,200. The block work, which is one of the most expensive parts, will cost you $270,000. And for the steel work, it will cost you $300,000. Your stirrups will cost you $50,000, and to set up your decking will cost you $104,160. And to actually deck your decking or cast your decking, it will cost you $193,440. Don't forget, guys, these are just estimated costs. They're not exact, they're not set in stone. These are just some rough ideas of what it will cost you, and they're not precise. These are just rough measurement, a rough drawing. This is a rough sketch, no detail. This is just for an empty shell, as I stated. Okay, so at the end of the day, for just getting the house up out of foundation and what we have discussed so far, so for a 1,488 square foot home, it will run you $5,512,820 Jamaican dollars just to bring it to that. Does not include any inside finishing. That price, you also have to take into consideration that you do have to put in your electrical, you have to put in your plumbing, you also have to put in all your fixtures such as your cabinets, your countertops, your closets, all the little accessories like your, for example, the windows, the grills, your doors. All those are under finishings, and those haven't been considered into this price. A lot of you were asking for labor costs, and that's the breakdown for the labor cost to bring it to that shell. The reason why I did not give the rendering price in here is because a lot of people now are using the drywall. So again, the choice between drywall or rendering, it comes back down to individuals. So those are some of the figures that you're going to have to work out on your own, but this is the cost that it's going to run you guys. So below is a list of stuff that mentioned before, like the tiles, the windows, the grill, the balusters, your shower, your toilet, your sink, your lighting, and so much more are things that we did not discuss in this pricing that we gave, because you guys were mostly asking for labor costs. Also, stuff that we did not put in there were stuff like your manhole, your gully basin, your pit, and so forth. Like, you guys those can come along the line. So these were just to get you going, to get you started, like from foundation to decking. All the other stuff, or I never mentioned the arch, because I was trying to keep it as simple and inexpensive as possible, because a lot of people, and not everybody's going to say, okay, I want this and I want that. People are going to have different things that they want to put into their home. So again, below is a list of all the stuff. So if you want to add in your arches, the price is there. If you want to add in your balusters, the prices are there. If you want to add in scantilever, they're all there. So you guys can add those and use measurements and so forth to figure out what your actual price is going to be. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and that it gives you guys some idea of what you're looking forward to the cost of building your home. Don't forget to share this information with friends and family, guys. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notification bell, and leave a comment down below so that we know what information you're looking for, so that we can help you as best as we possibly can. and I hope that you guys that I did answer your questions. And if I didn't, just feel free to leave a question or a statement or anything in the comment down below, and I'll try my best to get back to you. I was actually supposed to upload a different video, but I've had so many requests for this particular information, so I decided to switch it. Thank you guys all for watching, and we will be posting our next video of building my dream home with the Green family on Wednesday at 4 p.m. So see you then.